What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy with Gear Services and Blammo Tutorials. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of what's called how to use Google+. If you haven't heard by now, with the new, dismay of what Facebook's done and the complete catastrophe of the redesign and all the stuff they've added, and just all of a sudden they just threw all this stuff out. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Google Plus was officially released yesterday as out of beta, so it is now open to the public. So since then, Facebook's been scrambling, trying to add new features and add stuff, and in the process they've really screwed up and really kind of pissed off a lot of people. So what we're doing here is going to learn how to use Google Plus. If you don't have a Google account, you can do this with any email address that you have, by simply coming up here, and you can do a sign in, or you can do a sign up once you sign if you don't have an account. But the best thing is, and they strongly urge, that you set up a Google Mail account. It's more secure, it's faster, you can get it anywhere, it's got more features than everything else. And from personal experience, having used Google since its inception, I have not been hacked one time. I don't get spam. I mean, it's pretty safeguarded. So I mean, if you're using a free email account like Yahoo or Live or MSN or anything that's Hotmail, anything Microsoft related, now's the time to switch your account. I know you've been using that account for years. I know that nobody's going to know it. They'll change an email account, trust me. Send them an email saying erase the old one, add this one. Takes 2 seconds and it's done, and you've got yourself a Google account. So for my older friends who refuse to change, this is for you. It's easy to do. Just sign up for Google. So although I'm already signed in, see here, and if I didn't have it, if all this wasn't here, it would have a place where I could create an account. But since I'm signed in and everything here, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now if you notice, what's different is all this was the same, but now I've got my name, I've got right here for notifications, I can share from my browser, I've got my profile picture here, pulls up all my profile, and I've got Facebook offers similar stuff to this with different web browsers. I know that they kind of partnered with Rockmail, and got this whole little GUI thing going on where you could have all your stuff attached to your browser, and that's fine, but this is Google. Google's better. A lot of people don't like this because the simplicity. There's nothing here. There's no pretty pictures and no music and oh, the pretty. So people tend to not like it. It's too simple. But simple is better. If you want to look at the news, or you want to look at all that crap, you can do all that. Here's news. It's the same thing, goes through all the top news things, but yet you're still here with your still simple things. Google's just better. Get with the times, people. Move on. And Google's going to take over the world before Apple does. So for all my little Apple freaks out there, yeah, Apple makes a good product, but Google's going to take over. So, nah. Alright, so we're going to go into the actual Google Plus setup, or how it's laid out. So on the bar here, we showed you all this. You can share here, and I mean, it's the same thing of what we're going to look at once we get in there. But right there is my Plus Jeremy. The Plus Jeremy saying, hey, that's me. When I click it, it goes straight to the Google interface. And here's one funny little fluffy cake. But on this, let's look at it. When you hover over something, it will give you a little box that says stuff. Home, pretty self-explanatory. It comes back to your home page. Photos, it shows your photos. Profile, it shows your profile. So we'll click this one, and it goes right into my profile. Alright. You have circles, and you have games, and yes, they do have games now. So for all you Angry Bird people, you can add it on, and Zynga Poker. So yeah, but go back to home. So I mean, it's pretty simple. You can search Google Plus for anything or anybody. Your stream, share what's new, share your thoughts. Here's the difference maker. Facebook, you had to, if you wanted to not send to somebody, you had to go open it up and you had to find that person. You can group everybody into different things. Here I've reorganized my Google Plus so you could see like multiple things here. I've got my, I've got family, I've got acquaintances, following, friends, and I can type anything I want. This is a test comment for my Google Plus Tut. I'm going to add a picture and add a video. I'm going to add a link. You can do anything. Add my location, check in. So you can check in with this. But here, somebody said they couldn't add a photo, and I'm going to show you do that. From here, you can add it from your phone, which, by the way, if you're linked in with your cell phone, it automatically puts every photo that you take on your phone, if you're linked, up onto a temporary holder and allows you to automatically share those photos. So you don't have to upload them, they're already sitting there, so you can do that. Let's go into Care here. Let's go over here to HDR. And let's add this pretty little picture right here. Yeah, let's add this one. I like this one. So as it's going, you know what I'm saying, I'm also testing, uploading a photo. Now the photo that I've added is really large, so we can do whatever. But here I can get rid of people that I don't want to see it, or I can add people. I can click here and then add just randomness, whatever. So if I want to type in Mark Zuckerberg, Zuckasuck, he was there. There we go. I see it there for a second. But whatever you want to do, we'll put Mark Zuckerberg. It's not him, but somebody started an account just for that. So whatever, I'm going to delete it. And then once you do it, you share it. Your shared thing comes up automatically. And here's where people are getting messed up. You still have your comment and share like you would on Facebook, but now your like becomes a +1. You 1 plus this. Okay, this is a test comment. Alright, post a comment. Now, I don't like what that, now I'm adding to it. So you can delete the comment or you can add to it. I'm going to save the changes. Now it says edited right here, okay? But it's just one line. So instead of having to delete a post because you get finger happy and you type something wrong, you can now, instead of deleting it, go in and edit that post and fix it there. But see right here, now look, there's nothing there. When I come up to the post, like someone looks at it and says, you know what, oh, I like that, that's funny. There it is. Once you come up to the post you want to like, someone, or comment should I say, you can 1 plus that comment. And I mean, it stays there. You can unlike it, like it, unlike it, like it. It's just +1 or not +1. So there's that. Here is your little button here, just like on Facebook. Edit the post, delete the post, report or remove comments, disable comments, lock the post. I mean, you can do whatever. The only difference is on the actual messaging. There's not a message service per se, but say I want to send a message and I will use, I'm going to delete. I'm going to add a little message here, and we'll pick out my friend. Let's get my boy Jimmy. That's my brother right there. So I'm going to send him a message saying, aha, test tut baby. LOL. So now this is on a tutorial. Now I'm only sharing this with Jimmy. Although I posted it on my profile, I see it on my profile right here how it says limited. You can click on that and it shows you everybody that you're sending to and going through. Here it says I'm only sharing this with my boy James, Jimmy Dog, Jim Jam. So that is your personal message. Nobody else can see it, nobody else can like it, nobody else can share it. It seems complicated, but it's very simple. And now when I come back to, type a new comment, all I gotta do, if I don't have that, is click on this, click on who I want to send it to. The good thing about this is you have this network now where you've got people set up into networks. You've got your work buddies, or if you're like me, you're in web design and graphic design, you can have a whole section, which I do, I just gotta add them back on, but you can have a whole section that's just web gurus, or if you're a paralegal and you want to just talk paralegal stuff with your paralegal buddies, you've got a paralegal legal secretary section, and you can have that where I don't want to talk to nobody except those people. So I'm going to take off my friends, I'm going to take off my family, I'm going to take off my followings, I'm going to take off my randoms, and I'm just going to have my acquaintances, whatever that is, and that's the only people that I share my post with. So I mean, it's so simple that it's hard, and people overthink it because they're used to the Facebook of there's got to be some harder way to do it. There's nothing more than that. All you got to know is how to make a daggum post, how to come over here and click a button, and look at it. Let's do this. Upload YouTube. Now it's saying search YouTube. What do you want to look for? Okay, since I'm Care Services, I'm searching for Care Services. Bam! There's every single one of my videos that I've done so far, which is not a lot, but there's a few. So all you got to do is come over here and click on. Let's see, which one have I not put on here. This is pretty popular right now. Add video. Bam! It's there. Here's a test post of a video. Okay, share. Nobody's gonna see it because I didn't put anybody, because I'd canceled out everything. But you know what? It's still gonna share with everybody, just because I didn't block or limit. So I mean, the things you gotta understand is normally you're gonna share with everybody. If you don't want to share with everybody, take those everybody's off. You know what I mean? You don't have to, and then you can. But the other cool thing that is freaking phenomenal is your Google Hangouts. This, my friends, is phenomenal. The thing with Google Hangouts is, I mean, guys, look at this. You can come up, get everything on there. You've got your webcam going, you've got your microphone going, you've got all your friends invited, whether it's colleagues or just people you want to talk to, and now you can chat online. There's no Skype, there's no fees required, there's no useless ads that are gonna basically make you feel uncomfortable or make you think you gotta buy something. It's all free. Google has bought it, they've paid for it, they sit there and they've made all this money, and they're trying to find ways to help all of us out. So instead of bashing them and calling them names or saying they're wrong, or Google's done a lot of bad things, don't get me wrong, and they've released information that they should never released, or they intercepted information that they shouldn't have intercepted. But you know what, it is what it is. It's not that bad. And when it comes to what they are and what they do, it is what it is. They have taken what most of the other places have done. So you've got a Twitter concept with the way people can just follow you, add you to their circles, and look at what you're saying. It has the networking of LinkedIn. It's got the phenomenal stuff that Facebook has done. So I mean, there's all these great things piled into one service. And I'm telling you now, mark my words, Facebook will become the next MySpace. Simply being is because it's all the money came to them. It's all about how much more money can they make. You know, they even toyed with the fact of charging for service, and there's no reason to charge for service when you don't have to. I mean, it's just kind of stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever on why you would even toy with that when you're doing so well. I'm not saying Facebook's going anywhere. I still use Facebook. It does have a great incentives, you know, for application building and stuff like that, and being able to get your name out there with different little games and programs and softwares that you're creating, stuff that you can build inside of their little system. I mean, it's phenomenal. So Facebook is great, but Facebook needs to stay Facebook. They need to stop trying to be Google Plus. They need to stop trying to be anything other than what they are. And if they do that, they'll be fine. But for Google Plus, for everybody trying to get their nerd on, for everybody that business-wise, I mean search engine optimization-wise, Google Plus is the big thing. They are the key, and I'm going to be using it. So I mean, I'm not walking away from it, and I'm here just like I was when Facebook first came out. It took Facebook what, 3-4 years to even slam out the door. I mean, he stole the idea, you know, he took it elsewhere and he started it outside of school and took this idea that his friends came up with and created this awesome thing. Okay, and it's good. Facebook's awesome for what it does. You know, it's brought people together. I mean, even with me and my family, I've talked to more of my family that probably I would never have spoke to because we never had encounters. I never seen them, or I never knew them, or whatever the case may be. You know, it brings people together. So Facebook is good. You know, it's not, you know, I'm not telling you to go against it, but if you want to take it to the next level and you want to move up and get with the program, Google Plus is there. Google's here. It's setting a way. It's making a path. They're gonna take over the world, and technologically sound. So Google brings you the best way of social interacting on the web. Alright, that's it. My ramblings are done. I went through this pretty fast. It's going to be a long-winded. I'm hoping that YouTube will post this, being that it is for a Google company. But alright, comment, rate, subscribe. You know, let me know what you think. Check us out on Facebook, oddly enough, at Care Services NC, or you can come over and find me on Google Plus at Jeremy Neal, and add me to a circle. Let's get going, guys. Peace out.